on my face.
Add to stream.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're there. Okay. And now, is the audio fucked up?
No, we just have to leave Messenger.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end the call on Messenger.
All right. Cool.
Oh, you already did.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Right.
Okay.
Let me find. I wrote up some stuff, man. I was like hyped for this. Like, I think, well, to be fair, from your intro video, you kind of highlighted your goals. I wrote down hold on. So like I wrote down the fact that you have two types of goals. You have your long-term goals where it's like more abstract. So it was recreating the feeling of helping people on a large scale, creative problem solving, completing projects, and feeling really fulfilled and challenged. So those four, like abstract, like that's your life. And then the short-term ones were Austin's suggestions, like run Facebook ads, ID5 business owners about being mentored, research new job sectors, and start networking and stuff. So I was like, the first part of this was like, do you want to focus on one or the other or both? But from your video, I don't know. I guess we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like mostly it's kind of like bridging the gap between those two.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they're so far, you know, like one is so far at the bottom and the other's so far at the top. So it's like, yeah.
I hear that makes perfect sense because, like, obviously, you don't want to just do stuff for the sake of doing it. You want it to be connected to your purpose, and you don't want to just be dreaming about your purpose and then not actualizing it. So I get that makes sense. So I guess both, which makes sense. I kind of anticipated that.
Okay.
That's cool. The next, all right, so we got that out of the way. The next thing was I wrote down a list of wait, what did I write down? I wrote down a list of like, so I can go different ways about like how I can help you. So I just wrote down a list of ways I can help you. I won't like read them out word for word, but in a gist, like the areas were like creating ST clarity for the day was one. So like on a day-to-day basis, like ST clarity. The second one was developing like a productivity system, which it sounds very OI because I know you said you wanted OE, right? So this was like how to like regulate yourself towards your goals kind of thing. So it's like let me think.
Well, I like that too. I mean, that's what I want to do for sure.
Yeah, so it's really nice. Yeah. So there's that. And then the third, because you mentioned like getting on top of maybe sensory stuff around the house. You mentioned that in the video. So that would help. I don't know. Yeah.
I like don't want to do that one. You know, like that one to me is like, it just seems like it's not going to happen for many years.
Yeah.
But also is an area like I should probably work on, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Like it's the same for me. It's like I'll do it when I feel like it's a big enough problem. It's like I didn't clean my room until like I realized I couldn't study properly because my mind was cluttered because the space was cluttered. Then I did clean my room, but it was like out of necessity. Like I'm not So I get that. It's cool. It's yeah, well we can go into like the third thing was this one's related to the previous one a little bit, but it's just accountability. So me acting as a source of accountability for you, just like checking in every day on, like we can create a way that you have like a checklist of things that you have to check every day, and then also maybe you journal your thoughts throughout the day. Like let's say you can't do something and you like, I can't do this thing because it's stressful, and then we can regularly be talking about it. How regular is up to you. So that's like accountability if you're open to that. Then there's like stuff about inner stability stuff. I guess this might be I'm actually quite intrigued about this because I have like a TI approach, I guess. TIFE approach. I don't know how it would vibe with you, but basically, like inner stability, like one aspect could be clearing your mind through different types of meditations,
Yeah.
like developing healthier beliefs. Like I know if we're type 3, we have that like fear of failure
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So I can talk about like non-attachment, and being another one for us, Savior and I, is like present-minded versus future-oriented. And
Mm-hmm.
the other one is like your ego and like releasing your sense of identity so that you can like be free to be whatever. So that's like inner stability stuff, like um I guess, but I didn't know how much you would even need that because you're like NIFI, like you're NF, and this is, I don't know if I have any what's the analogy? I can't even think. I don't know if I have any like authority to give you NF. So
No,
I don't
no,
know, but it's up to
no.
you.
No, I
Um
mean, to me, it's like there's, it always goes through periods of your life where you're like more into the NF, and then other times when it kind of like, I don't know, life gets you down and whatnot. So I
yeah.
don't agree
No,
with
okay.
that.
Okay. Yeah, the last one is fulfillment. So this one's more about like the abstract stuff. So it's like, but I guess one aspect of fulfillment could be like we talk about career options and like
Mhm.
maybe skills you need for specific careers, working on those particular skills. That's where the productivity system might help you in like regularly working on stuff you want to work on.
Yeah.
And then also the other aspect of fulfillment. But this one's just more personal. I don't know how much is like, well, actually it's not that personal. It's like finding fulfillment. And I use like this framework, which is, it's called Dharma. It's like a Hinduism thing, but it's really
Yeah.
cool. And it's just about, basically it's like your life purpose. And we can talk about, like, we can dive into that. So those are like the different ways I can help you. So
Yeah.
basically pick it, like like I can help you, and yeah, so pick and choose whatever works for
Okay.
you,
How many do
kind
you
of
think we
thing.
should pick?
We could do all of them. We could do, so yeah, however you want. Like, I'm not sure if it's like you want, um, because we can mix it. We could do all of them. I when I was coaching Noor, it was more about inner stability and fulfillment stuff. It was more
Yeah.
NF stuff
Yeah.
because she was doing school stuff, and when I did try to help her with ST stuff, she was just kind of like, because she has TI, and she was kind of like, I'm doing it my, like, she wasn't as receptive to the stuff for her TI. But when it's like, when it was more the NF and stuff, she really got value from that. So I guess it just
Mhm.
depends on you. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it depends on you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is why I didn't want to like say such, I don't know, yeah, specific goals, because like that's what I want to do,
Hmm.
the more NF stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we
But
can mix. Yeah, we could just do everything. I don't know.
yeah,
It's up to
I think
you.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, well, we can try that and just like
Yeah.
kind of see what works as we go.
Yeah, yeah, that works. I'd so the next step I had like was finding what like the first stage of like what we do, because but I didn't write anything down for this, so I guess we just talk. Like I guess we can start with like what do you think, what's like, you know how Shannon say like, oh, you have like 5 houses, and like one is most on fire, and like the rest are kind of
Yeah,
on fire. Just make sure you focus on the one with the biggest fire. Worry
yeah.
about the others later. So I guess like the question is, what's like the biggest fire right now that you want to like address? Maybe that's a heavy question. That's a very heavy question.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, I mean, most of it is like just like the career stuff, and like really getting a plan, and like start working on that hardcore, because that's like the thing that I feel like is freaking me out the most, like day
Mm,
to day. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I guess, and that's, I think, connected to kind of like the stuff you're talking about, stability, because it's, in
mm,
my mind, it's kind of just like making sure I know what my FI is telling me to do, you know?
Yeah, yeah, like being aligned, right? It's just
Yes,
about being aligned.
and I don't want to do something that's out of line, you know, especially if
Yeah,
it's sleep first, like, I don't wanna expend my energy, it's something that I don't care about later. So,
yeah,
yeah, um,
yeah.
so that's, I
No,
think, the biggest part.
that makes perfect sense. Like even today, I was just reading about this game, and they made some changes to the game, like the developers. Like I guess they were incorporating more of their beliefs about things into the game. And a lot of the fans of the game were like raging. They were like, "What the fuck?" They lost a lot of support, and I realized like, okay, it's because he's this group of people. They made the game first just to get people on board,
Mhm,
and then when they wanted to put their DI in, it's like
mhm.
people didn't sign up for that. So it's better to start like aligned, I guess. So that's what, yeah. So what you're
Yes,
saying makes perfect sense because yeah, that's fine. I think okay, so career stuff and just being aligned with where you're going in the future and making the right steps like now
yeah,
towards, yeah.
exactly, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's very relatable. I think that's like a typical like NI like
Yeah,
concern as well.
and
Um
sleep too, like,
yeah,
sleep high, yeah.
yeah, for real. Yeah. Um yeah, so true. I think all of like last year I was in that.
Yeah,
Like I didn't know what I was because I was doing psychology and my plan was to be a clinical psychologist. That
mhm,
was everyone's plan on the course. But like I was like, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. And I
mhm.
just thought maybe if I force myself to do it, it'll be fine. But over time I wanted to do it less and less. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yep,
And I'm just like, eventually
yes.
I decided on what I'm doing now. But it was hard. It is quite like you just don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and that's just not our path, like, the DI path is, like, you make sure it's in alignment with you and what you want,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
do it rather than, like, retroactively, because that's where all my regrets are probably, is just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
afterwards being like, "Well, fuck, like, why the hell did I do this?" You know? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you does that double activated TE get you in a lot of like out of line with your FI a lot? Like you're just doing stuff because people are kind of imposing that standard and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do, and then you find out, "Oh, I don't wanna." Damn.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah, and, like, also, like, type 3, I think is, like, kind of adds fuel to the fire, you know,
Yeah,
of
it
just, like
does for real.
and
Yeah,
so,
for real.
yeah, I mean, I do feel that way, but, I mean, I'm learning, you know, like, every time I, like, do something and then retroactively I'm like, "Wow, this is kind of, like, wasn't worth it," or something, I'm like, "Okay," you know, like, that's when I see my FI most clearly, and I know
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
clarity, you know?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a really good point. That I relate to that. Like,
Yeah.
it's when I'm doing what I don't want that I really know what I want. Like it
Yeah.
always happens. It always happens. Yeah, this is very true. Um, yeah, I think that's actually a running theme with a lot of successful people that are DI. Like I know Casey Neistat, he had the story where he worked as like a dishwasher and like from hating that, that's when he really knew I have to make it with what I want to do. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not going back to that trash. Like I can't. Yeah,
Yes. And
for
that's the
real.
moment that I need, you know, is like, yeah, just
Yeah,
getting, yeah, alignment.
just
That's what it
clarity.
is.
Yeah.
Do you hear the banging? Is that distracting you?
Yeah. No, no, no. I was wondering what it was,
My
but
dad's like working
because
on the house, so
okay, yeah, that
yeah,
makes
sorry
sense.
about
I've had banging on the walls for more than one reason.
that.
It's not ideal, but there you go. Um okay, what I guess all right, actually, yeah, I'll send you the link to this where it's like I have the list of everything.
Yeah.
Share to the web, copy link. I'll just paste it on the chat. Oh man, yeah, I'm trying to like in my head I'm trying to remember I need to like because in my head I'm trying to figure out where to like go with this, but because I have TI it's like I want to be quiet, but then I'm like I need to interact with you. You have TE as well, so I want to, yeah, I want to like try bounce with you, but like I just don't know how to do it. But
What?
it's
Oh my
fine.
goch, you're doing so good. Like this is so good. Like I feel very like understood, and that's like, the first step.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Wait, let me just put this here because I keep looking because I have two screens. So,
Wow, this is so cool. What is this?
oh yeah. So if we go
Oh
down the
my God.
productivity route, one of the things is like finding tools to help you do what
Yeah.
you need to do. So I can
Yeah.
like tell you about specific apps. Like this is a great app. This is called Notion. You can upload your entire brain on it, and I think
Wow.
this is really helpful for us with like masculine sensory and feminine and I because like I forget like anything that's important to me. I just forget it unless it's like somewhere external. So I literally put my life on here. Then it's like yeah. So
Yeah.
it is quite helpful.
Wait, actually,
Um.
that would be so good. Like,
Mm,
because I feel like part of the like ST shit too, of like just being disorganized in the physical world, like all my shit is everywhere. Like there's no system to record anything. Everything's like
right.
in different places, and
Oh my god. Yeah, I could
like
help you
little
so
notes of
much with that.
paper or like tabs open
Oh
forever. Like
man.
it's like really bad.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay,
so
that's I can help you a lot with that because I am the exact opposite of that. I funnel everything on purpose though, not like I had
yeah,
to learn to do it. I learned
yeah.
about this is all right, so there's a I've side tangent. There's there's like a there's like a productivity system called GTD. I don't know if you've heard of it.
T what?
GTD,
Okay.
and it's short for getting things done, and it was created by someone who's TINI, and
Mhm.
he's audio too, so he has feminine and I, and his philosophy is that your mind exists for having ideas, not for holding them. So he talks
Yes.
about how you need to leverage an external system to like let everything come out, so
Yes.
then you're just flowing. And he uses something called like he talks about how there's a natural planning of like your brain, like it naturally plans and behaves in a certain way. So he talks about how this system it works in the same way as how we naturally work. And he talks about how the way we normally do things is bad. Like I don't have a schedule unless it's like it's an event. Like our call was a specific event. I don't schedule my tasks in the day.
I
I
hate
don't have
it. I hate
yeah, yeah,
doing my tasks. Yep.
yeah. So you'll love it.
Totally.
So yeah, so
Yes. Oh
it's
my God.
like he like talks about like mind like water. So you're really like it's like a productivity system where you're just flowing. It's not like there's no like schedule. There's no the only thing I have to make sure I do is wake up at 6 a.m. But everything else on the day is flexible. Like I can do
Yeah.
whatever.
Wait,
And
that sounds so good. The thing is like I've
yeah.
never found an app that I like. Like it's always way too structured or like
Oh,
way
way too
too
structured. Okay.
or like way too like I don't know. I just like I want it to
Like
be a certain way,
finicky.
or I want to be
Yeah.
able to do something and then like it doesn't have that, or like
Yeah.
it feels too rigid or something.
Right, right. Okay. I have
Yeah.
the app I use for task management. It's super, super flexible. That's why I like it. So
Okay.
like I can
Yeah.
design it in the way I want, like
Yes.
really easily.
Wait,
But I don't
that's what I
I
want.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We can try that. I don't know if it will be like because it I don't know if it'll be yeah, we can go through it. It might also
Okay.
be a bit like intense because it's got a lot. I guess like for something to be flexible, it has to have a lot of parts. Do you know what
Right.
I mean? So you
Yeah.
might find it like, oh, there's a lot of shit going on. But if you like it, then that works. So we'll have a look and then but if not, there's other apps we can try. Um yeah, yeah, cool. I'll actually write it
Perfect.
down. I'll write it down in the chat. 1 second. I can actually show you it, I think, because I have screen share. Oh my god, we're such observers. Like this conversation just turned into All right, I'll screen share. Bup, bup, um, okay. So see, that was. Oh, can you? Oh yeah, you'll have to add it. I think. Oh shit! Do you have to go back on the? Oh crap! Never mind. No, no, no. It's fine. It's fine. We can.
What?
Maybe I can just send you a screenshot. Maybe. Um. Yeah. One sec. All right. Let me think. What do I screenshot? So I can show you my layout. So this is all I had to. This was like what I had to do today. Um. Yeah, I sent a screenshot. So like the tabs on the left are like tabs where I have the tasks like embedded inside. So I click the tabs to open it up. So today's actions, you can see like all I had to do was to plan for this call left over. And
Yeah.
so then I have the other tabs like daily habits that I have to do. Next actions are things that I should just do. Like I do it when I feel like, okay, I need to do
Mhm.
this now. So there's no schedule. It's literally just that. And the reason why it's flexible, this is why I love it.
Yeah.
I'll send another screenshot. This might look a bit intense, but it's not as bad as it looks. Um, So all like those list of things are called labels. So when you like
Mhm.
make a task or anything, you can label it in loads of different ways, and you can create filters that use the labels. So for example, I'll give you an example. So there's like a label of um fuck.
Oh, I
There's
see. You can
yeah,
organize
yeah.
it by labels, and you can, like,
Y-
tag it kind of, right? Or,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
label
yeah.
tag.
Exactly. And the filters, so in the first picture, the filters you saw, they incorporate specific labels. So today's task will be something like um it could be something like calendar tag, next,
Oh,
calls and messages. Like it'll be specific things. So you can organize it however you want. Like you can see what you need to see. Like
oh.
I used to have a filter for specifically when I was doing my night routine, or a specific filter for when I was on a work break. So it'll be like 5-minute tasks that like are like learning, so like reading
Mhm,
something or an errand. So like
mhm.
you're just free to filter it in the way you want. So it's like there's a lot of
That's super
flexibility.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I would look into it. I often just, like, have to kinda try it out and, like, see,
Yeah, yeah.
and then it's like, "Yeah, something's off," or, like, it
Yeah,
works.
no. Yeah, I
Yeah.
respect like that process, like I respect that for everyone to have. Cause like like what works for you, like you have to use it. Your brain has to feel like this is like a smooth pathway. Like
Yeah.
just it's yeah, it has to feel smooth. So it might not. Because I tried other things, I didn't like them, but other people like them. So it's just it
Right.
depends on the person. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can have a look at it, and then if not, we can look at other ones.
And that one's called,
Um
what is it? Task
to Todoist.
Todoist. Okay.
Yeah. And then the one where I've got my brain like plugged into, that one's called Notion. It's I'll type it as well. It's like it's like a note-taking app, but it has multiple functions. You can create a spreadsheet on it, you can create multiple pages, you can do a calendar on Notion, like you can do so many different things.
Yeah, this
But
is, like, definitely what I need because, like, that just, like, eliminates so much extra just like scatter, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if it's
yeah.
all in one spot too, like I know where it
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
I don't have to
Yeah.
go searching. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
excited about that.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
dope.
Cool.
Um, yeah, so that's like productivity stuff. What else? Is there any, I was gonna ask, are there any like specific habits you wanted to pick up? It might be like, because I was thinking it might be helpful to have like a checklist that you
Yeah.
tick that like I have also like access to that might make you feel more accountable to do it. And then like, or not, but yeah, it's just an idea. Um, I do
Yeah.
that with some friends, and like I feel bad if I don't do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because like, especially being type 3, like you're like, I need to show them and
Yeah,
do
no,
my
I like
stuff.
cleaned my whole house or like my whole apartment just because like I had to put something on the fucking Google
Yeah, yeah,
form.
yeah. Oh, okay, Prez.
Yeah.
Wait, Google Form?
What was that?
Google for I was confused. Google Form?
Or like the like survey thing for the demon challenge. What is it
Oh,
called?
right, right. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you. Okay. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you at home? Like, or is this like your accommodation? Because you said apartment. I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, I mean at home. Yeah. I have like kind of a my own space in the house. Like it's like a basement kind of thing. So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think that's a good idea of like having more specific tasks. I don't know if I know what they are yet,
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
I think I should definitely think about that. Like,
Yeah. Do you journal by any chance?
not usually.
Yeah, that could be, up to you obviously. That could be something nice to do. I guess, I mean,
Yeah.
the Excel sheet, I guess you would be journaling in that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's fine. Yeah, I guess there's that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Leon basically journals to us. It's so weird. Like he will tell, oh dude has, oh my god. I don't understand his dreams. Like, what is his brain doing? Like, he
Oh
has the
my god, yeah.
craziest dreams all the time, and he explains, he like fills up the whole chat, and no one replies, and he does it every day, or
Every
not every day.
day?
No, 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 not every day. I'm being harsh. But
Oh
he
my god.
still does it, and like at first I used to reply, but the dreams are so intense and crazy. I actually don't know what to say to him. He'll say like, "Oh, make sense of this." I'm just like, dude, I don't know. That's really fucked up.
He should get
Um,
into like learning how to decode his own dreams.
yeah, dream analysis.
You
Yeah,
know?
that would be
It's not
cool.
like
Yeah,
making you guys
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But yeah, no, that's cool. That's fair enough. So yeah, you'll already be journaling.
yeah.
What else? Do you? How did you? Because I didn't know what with Nor. What I did was I looked at her journals, and then I sent her like voice notes like 3 times a week. But
Mhm.
I don't like, depending on, we can do video calls. Up to you how regular you want to do them as well, and like checking up on stuff.
Yeah, I'm open to like literally anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can just like try kind of both ways and see which one works.
Yeah.
The kind of blaster mindset, I don't know, but like,
No, it's fine. It's fine. It kind
okay,
of, yeah,
yeah. But if
like,
you have a preference, like I'm totally fine with that as well. So,
yeah, I'm chill. Okay, okay, cool. We're both chill. It's because we're
too
like,
chill,
yeah,
too
like the
chill to
the
do everything.
FTE is kind of like, oh, like whatever you want, I'll just do. But then if we're both doing it,
Yeah, I can make
it's
some
fine.
decisions if that's easier, just like to make arbitrary decisions. But like,
Yeah, yeah, that helps me for sure.
okay, 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 okay.
All right. Do you like meditation? I know some people aren't the biggest fans. They've
Um, the pain you say that.
it's
I don't know. Like, I don't do it regularly, but it's something that I think could be really good. I just, hmm,
it's
my
fine. Yeah,
yeah, my like brain is just like so. stream of consciousness. Like I feel like I'm just constantly like if I'm
Thinking.
not really
Or
doing
like,
anything,
yeah,
it's like constantly just like processing and thinking on default.
yeah.
So it's
I'm
almost
like,
like I don't
yeah.
know if I need more sleep or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I had the same like problem with that.
Yeah.
People normally like it's so weird. People normally, I think it's because of how Dave Shaver spoke about it, but people normally think if you have play, it's like you'll have the hardest time with meditating, and if you have sleep, you'll have the easiest time. I'm like, and like this is what people that meditate say. Like I think it's the opposite, because like with meditation, so when you're like processing, when you're actually meditating, you're not processing. So it's
Yeah.
like it's the opposite. It's like
You try
it's
to clear
so
your
alien. Yeah, it's like, and
yeah.
it's quiet, and you're like, what the fuck? There's
Exactly,
nothing.
exactly. And I
And it,
had to quiet my mind too, like with things like
yeah.
that. It's like, mm-mm.
Yeah, so I struggled. I've been doing it since I was 17, but I've struggled like for 6 years, right? I'm 24 now, so I struggled for
Mhm.
6 years, like did it on and off regularly, but like I was kind of trash. And then this year, I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna I was learning about meditation more from this psychiatrist guy who's talking about how there's many different kinds. And I was like, fuck this. I've been to OI about it. I've listened to people who just simplify it and say, listen to your breathing. I want to learn all the different kinds. There's like 112. And like the psychiatrist guy talks about how you should find out how to meditate for your brain, because your brain
Yeah,
has like something called a cognitive fingerprint. So like we accept that we have unique fingerprints, but we don't tend to think of our brains as unique. So you
mhm,
have particular pathways that are stronger than the other, like even like modalities, like that's just different wiring, that one's stronger than the other. So with meditation, you want to leverage a meditation that best is like your streamlined pathway, so that you get to that zen state really quickly. And I realized I was doing it wrong. Like I wasn't doing what worked really well for me, and I found out like I'm my mind is like it's like a very very restless mind, like and
yeah,
I'm sure like you're the same.
yeah,
And with that meditation, it's like you have to do the opposite of trying to keep still. It sounds really weird, but you have to like, well, I learned from me, I have to exhaust my mind. It's like there's two ways to like
oh,
he gave me like a sensory example in like in his video, the psychiatrist guy. He was like, there's two ways to still your mind. You can either like, if it's like a pen, I might fuck this up. Um So there's, you can either still it like this, like keeping it still like this,
uh-huh.
or you can try keep it still like this. I can't.
Jesus, yeah,
So it's like you're balancing it to keep it still. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like two kind of ways to do that. So so like one of my favorite ways of meditation is called, it's like Nadi Shodhana, and it's like you alternate your nose and you keep switching, and it's like you breathe differently, and it kind of yeah, it's kind of weird though. You kind of yeah, you have these kind of things that keep, I don't know. It's like stuff to keep you attentive rather than let me just try keep still. It's like that's
yeah,
the wrong way. So that's just me saying there's more to it, but you still don't have to do it. Like it's chill.
yeah. No, I think that that sounds really that
Yeah.
sounds really good, and also like maybe if I were to have a specific time in my day for that, you know, then
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
be, like, more productive, after
Yeah.
I kind of, like, went through all of that
Yeah.
thinking, and processing, and then,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
you
For
know.
real. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly true. It's a nice break between work. Like if you're working and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm drained. Also, one thing I was gonna say, like, you won't believe, like, after like doing the shit I did this year with meditation, like, I can't even describe to you, like, I've tripped balls, like, and like I've taken drugs, and like, but so this is like,
Holy
I
shit.
can't. It's weird. It's like when you there's like levels to how far you sink when you're in that no mind state. Like you can like sink deeper and deeper, and I was so surprised because like I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And like it's so weird. I can't even describe it. if like at its the peak experience I had was like I felt like I was being thrusted into space. Like I was actually kind of scared. Like I was like, what the hell? Like it's like I felt like the vastness of like space. It's really weird. But it's all you should be careful about that because apparently you can get in meditation induced psychosis. So it is like it's intense, man. But yeah, that's just me saying like there's a lot of wild stuff. But yeah, it's I like it when people like they want to meditate. So you don't have to like.
Yeah.
So you know, it's up to you. If you're intrigued,
Open to it.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so open to it. You know, like this is not it's not the type of shit that I probably would come across on my own. So like
yeah.
having you kind of put it into my bubble of things.
The IJ box. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
then it's like I can try it, you know, and like why the hell not? But
yeah. That's good. That's good. OE.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Nor surprised me as well because she was a bit like, nah, what's this shit? And I was like, okay, that's cool. You don't have to do it. But then she did actually do it, and then she loved it. And I was like, oh shit, that's so weird. Like I just thought like she's not gonna do it because normally because you assume that all right, if you're resistant to meditation and you do it, it won't work. But the psychiatrist guy, he like this is how he phrases it. He's like, when you drink water, like you're gonna need to pee. Like it doesn't matter how much you don't want to pee, you'll still need to pee. And when you
Yeah.
meditate, it does what it does. Like you
Mhm.
can't. There's no amount of like
Mhm.
you can't not. Yeah. So
Right.
that's really cool. Damn. um yeah. Because I I wasn't sure how much like because I'm throwing all this stuff at you. I didn't know how much you would like be like, yeah, I want to do that. You've
Yeah.
said yes to everything.
I
I'm like
wanna just say
surprised.
yes to everything, you know? Like, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's, like,
yeah,
the best thing I could do is just, like, not say no to anything and just, like,
yeah,
take in as much as possible right now,
yeah, yeah. That makes
honestly.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I guess this other stuff kind of relates to meditation. Like,
Yeah, like the stability thing that you were talking about.
yeah, yeah, that's stuff we can just like we'll talk about it. I guess when it comes up, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
And then yeah, I guess that's mostly it. There was one thing I put at the start, which I guess is the it's like the most immediate important thing, I guess,
Mhm.
is like getting ST clarity about like what you have to do, say like now or like tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I wrote down about how it's like it's good to I guess you already clarified your goals, but capturing what you need to do. And the guy in the GTD system, he talks about how like this is like one of the pillars. It's like the first thing you need to do is capture everything that is like current. Because he talks about those 6 horizons where you have your
Mhm.
highest goal, but
Mhm.
it has to be you also taking care of like your current like SE present moment. So
Mhm.
he says like literally it's like getting a piece of paper and like writing in your head like all the open loops like oh I
Mhm.
need to do this even if it's like it doesn't matter like if you can act on it now just anything that's like in your head like nebulous like stuff that you haven't like acted on anything like that so you just write everything down and yeah so capturing what you need to do and yeah I guess that was the last thing yeah um whew, yeah
Okay. Let me write that down.
um
Yeah. That's, like, the part that I don't wanna do most, you know? Like,
yeah
that's the one that sucks the most, but
yeah yeah it might help you if you like just say I'm gonna do this for 2 minutes
Yeah.
just like yeah I was thinking about this today there's a lot of shit I don't like doing and I realized if I just do it for 2 minutes then over time I'll build up to the point that I just do it so but 2 minutes is a nice way of like okay I can do it for 2 minutes kind of thing that's like I learned that from James Clear actually he's like INTJ so
James Clear. Okay. See, like,
yeah
this is the other thing is, like, I don't have it. I have no sort of like. Okay, this is what I kind of see as the void is like I don't know. I don't know. I'm not looking outward at what other people are doing
Yeah, yeah.
naturally.
Yeah,
So
no, yeah, yeah, for sure. I get that.
yeah, and so yeah, any sort of like name dropping of like people that would be like
Yeah,
keep it
like I
coming. This is
don't
great.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Oh my God, like I love the INTJs. Like because like I'm NT, but they're like NITE, so like they explain the T well at the same time. So I'm like,
Right.
God, I worship these guys. So James Clear, he's blast sleep play, double masculine, NITE. And then Tim Ferriss, have you heard of Tim Ferriss?
Vaguely. It's so bad.
He's
I mean,
like,
yes, but not.
yeah, not like in depth, like
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. I worship the guy. He's cool. He's blast sleep consume.
Okay.
NITE. And oh yeah, I was actually gonna bring this up in the chat. You should really you've probably maybe seen his stuff. Seth Godin.
Wait, that's who I just looked up yesterday. I love
Mm.
him. I think
Yeah,
he's my type twin, exactly.
he is. Yeah, yeah, he's your type
Wait,
20.
I was like, oh my God, this guy fucking gets it. Like, I was like,
He's awesome.
yes. Oh my God. And
Yeah.
also, I had this moment where, like, I realized that my mentor in college was probably his type also.
Really? Because you
I
like
think,
vibed like your type twin,
yeah, I think I
basically.
didn't know for sure. I could tell we were similar types, but I wasn't sure if it was the same. But I honestly think, I mean, they just
Wow.
look similar. They even look
Yeah,
similar.
right, right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's hard
Yeah,
to
that's
know,
pretty
but like,
cool.
yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Like, I really, 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 really liked what he was saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I really like what he's saying too. Like he seems very developed. Like he was on Gary V's like interview thing. He was with Gary V and he was schooling Gary V on science. And
Totally,
like
I saw that one. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I was like, "Oh my like he's NF as well and like he's schooling you like he showed so much respect. He was like, "No, like Gary, like that's not science. Science is like a real thing. You can't like it was so cool. And he like defined things. He was so like God, yeah, he's so cool. Yeah, so like yeah, track him for sure. Like he's definitely like on the alpha side like
I
of
wonder
things.
too if like if you feel this way about INTJs, maybe I should look at INFJs. And I wonder
Yeah,
if it would be the same kind of feeling as well,
me
of like,
too. Yeah, no, me too. Cause like I do, yeah, but like, they're like fucking weird, man. Like
I know.
they don't like I think it's cause the blast is NF. You don't get a lot out of them that you can
Yeah,
actually use. You know, I don't know. Yeah,
yeah,
have a look. I just haven't got anything from them really. Like
yeah.
like my actual type twin, Neil Patrick Harris.
Mhm.
I don't even know. I don't know anything. Like he's so like sounds weird, but he's so fake. Like he's so like
Mhm.
showman. Like I only see him when he's
Yeah.
putting on a show, so I don't know anything about how to be whatever. Like he just, I guess that's him owning his. I,
Yeah.
I guess that's him owning his like demons because he's like really showing his like social face. But because of that, I don't know. I haven't got anything out of him to help me. And
Yeah.
my other type twins, they're just like not type twins, but like Jerry Seinfeld. I did get some stuff from him, but yeah, have a look. I can send you a list of all of the INFJs
Okay,
that
yeah.
I know.
Might as well.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
then
I think this is kind of what I've been doing is like choosing a type and then seeing like the people who sound interesting from the type docs because it's like a familiar place to find the info
yeah,
because I literally don't know else how to do that. So just like
yeah, no,
watching
it's cool.
random videos of people. So
Yeah,
any sort of list that you have would be helpful.
yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I wait, I'll just write it down actually on Todoist. Do you have anything? Do you have anything planned for the rest of today?
Not specifically. I have another phone call. I have to just kind of like do more stuff. And yeah, like yeah, I have to like watch some more videos of people and
like people who want you to type them, or like you're practicing typing skills?
No, like mentoring. Like I have to find some, like successful people that I.
How's that going? Is it like daunting? I guess it's just like you're jumping into something and it's like, do I want to do like how like what's the game plan kind of thing? Does it feel like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it just feels like the hardest step, because it's the most random.
Yeah, it really
Like
is.
searching the
Just
World
the
Wide
vastness.
Web.
Yeah.
Mentor. Like I don't know, it just feels
And it's like you don't even know, even if you find them, like how are you gonna just pull them in and accept to be your mentor? Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Austin he could just be your mentor? Kind of. I guess he already is in a way. Or no?
Kind of. Don't tell him that. Austin.
Yeah, he'll get a big head. Yeah.
But
Oh,
no,
man.
yeah.
But yeah, it's good he's helped you though.
He what?
It's good he's helped you though.
No, he really has. He really has. Just he also friends. So I don't want it to be like such an unequal relationship. Where I'm just like this selfish DI being like, yes, give me all of your
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you. It lagged a bit, but yeah, I got the last point.
Okay.
No, that's cool. Do you
yeah.
What, like, yeah, because you're saying you want wait, did I ask you this? I asked you if you wanted to start your own company. What do you have like any ideas about this? Is just us chatting. I don't even have a like this. I don't know where this is going, but yeah, do you have any particular companies you're interested in? Oh no, we've probably spoke about this. Like you're pretty open. You just want to have a company, right? You just want to have a baby. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
I really do. Or just like a project, like wherever it goes. Yeah. And I actually I realized like I just have to, just start trying random shit, honestly. And so I actually am like talking with a few OP people. And like I'm just being like knocking on their hey, like come on, do you want something,
Yeah, that's cool. Has anyone said anything like at the moment to like that's jumped out or not really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are. I think yeah, I don't know how much I want to say with like the overlord watching us.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's fine. That's cool. Like most of the projects I've seen people do are like to do with coding. I don't know how to code, but I think it's cool people doing cool shit like that. And I was gonna say something.
Yeah, mostly like
Forgot.
The two I kind of have is like Luke and I are Luke, the ENFP. Yeah, him and I are sort of working on something, but we don't really have a clear idea yet.
Yeah.
So
it's just pure NF energy. Like
he's actually like his IT though is like pretty great. Like it's moving us along. Like I am not being very helpful in like actually like taking small steps. Like I just am like, well, what about this idea that we could do? And he's like, oh my god.
That's so funny. It's like reverse roles, like with the like you're more any like
Honestly, yeah, like I was like, what the hell? Like I thought this was not the stereotype. And he was like, no, it makes sense though. Like, and I think it does actually make a lot of sense, like for our type. But I know it's like not the stereotype. So
yeah.
And then the other thing is like language, like Allison Rose, the ENTJ. we just have similar interests.
Yeah.
And so I am like kind of like, guys, like let's do something, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and see what comes from it. And I'm just trying to do that like everywhere, you know, like in different,
Yeah.
like if I like a person, or I think we'd work well together, I'll be like, hey, or like some
That's the best way. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's really good. Like it's like it just gets you moving, you know. You're just like getting stuff going, and
yeah,
like you start off with these projects, but it's like it's
mhm,
keeping you in like forward thinking like state, like, all right, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, and eventually you'll
yeah,
be picking up a project that's like to do with your career. It's like it just built like, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
good.
What about
Yeah,
you
that's
though?
good.
Do you have any? Because I know you were kind of saying something similar.
Yeah, I'll refer to my to doist because I do kind of forget about what I'm supposed to be doing all the time. I have like my work that I do, then I do this, then I mean, this is minor, but I manage the Blast Last Facebook group.
Mm,
I'm supposed to learn trading stuff. I'm supposed to learn coding. I have
mhm.
like a blog. I showed you like my
Oh,
blog post. I have a
interesting.
blog. I get paid by someone in the he's called Nicholas
Mhm.
Riley. He's an ENFP. He's not really that active in the group, but he used to be, and he pays me to like help him with character development for his he's trying to create a cartoon series. It's really cool though because like
Whoa,
he's trying to base the characters on like OP type. So he wanted me to help him flesh it
that's
out.
so cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, and he's got like a following on Instagram as well. Like it's not just like he's just got this idea. He's been working on it for years, and it's like, wait, shit, I'm gonna
That's so
find the
cool.
Instagram. It's so cool. Yeah, and then I'm helping my friend. My friend's just trying to write a screenplay, just like for himself, and I'm just helping him with. Well, I'm supposed to be helping him with character development too, but I haven't started yet. Blast last. And just what else?
But do you have any passion
Mm,
project? Like you don't have to talk about them here, but just like do you feel like you have like passion project ideas for what you
oh
want
my
to do
god.
even in the future?
That question just do I have any passion projects? Oh wow, like I can't describe what that did because like I'm doing all this stuff, and I mean, I don't know what that is. Like I for a second I was like, I'm not doing anything to my passion. Like I don't even know.
Mhm,
I guess my blog is related. I'm doing stuff that I think will lead me
mhm.
towards that direction. But I never
Yeah,
I kind of get stuck in the ST of things. Like
yeah,
I'm just trying to make everything work smooth rather than
yeah,
worry about whether it's like the right thing. So that was really good. Thanks for that question. I'm just
yeah.
gonna note that down just because I need to like remember to think
I
of
mean,
that
how does that
more.
make you feel though? You know, like knowing that
Uh,
your answer is like that you don't feel like you have
how
any.
does it make me feel?
Yeah.
Like dumb. Like what the hell are you doing, man? Like it should be like um it's like a integral piece that I shouldn't
Yeah,
forget about. But I guess I
yeah,
just do.
why?
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. Let me just write that down.
okay, yeah, no worries.
My TI has like, because I have such an appreciation of the feeling function, because my TI has understood it in a functional sense.
Mhm,
So like when I'm not doing the F, I think of it like in a functional way. Like that's dumb. I should be doing that because it's like
mhm.
it's I can't function well if I don't do it.
Yeah.
So I phrase F things in a T way, weirdly
Yeah.
enough. Um uh like if someone save your tea and like they don't journal their feelings, I think that's
Mhm.
dumb because like you should,
Yeah,
because like you're not going to do the right things if you don't know, because like someone, there's a part of your brain that's directing you. If you don't take control of it, it will take control of
yeah.
you. So it's like
So
pick and
true.
choose kind of thing. So
Yeah.
if you don't journal, Austin, you better journal. Let me just write that down. Remember to ask myself about passion? Because
Um,
I have like weekly reviews.
mhm.
So I think I'll add that into my weekly review just to like remind myself about like my F. Like, am I in the aligned the feeling? But yeah, I don't really have any passion projects.
So how do you like
Yeah.
come up with a business idea then, or like an idea that you're excited about, like, or is there
Oh,
no site? I mean,
um, my yeah.
yeah, what
So
is it like for you?
yeah. I have like these things. There are things in my head that I'm passionate about, but like it's like it's not like a project, it's like a lifestyle. Like I live
Yeah,
it. Like the things that I'm passionate about that aren't projects are like me. It's like this, I don't know if you've heard about flow states before. So like I try to incorporate that. I learn
yeah.
about what things relate to flow states. Have you heard of like deep work by Cal Newport? They did a class on him, but I don't know if you watched the class.
No, I
It's
haven't.
like he wrote this book about the importance of having uninterrupted focus time, but how much more effective you can be if you just focus and purely, but it's like for a short time versus like spreading out your focus and distraction. And he just talks about like the importance of cultivating the ability to like focus your attention, and how in the information age that we're in, that's the most important skill. And he just
Yeah.
talks about it in depth in the video, in the book, and it's like that's related to deep work because you need to focus, be able to focus to be in
Mhm,
a flow state. And like I learn about like psychology, I learn about like, you know, the Eastern philosophy stuff, like non-attachment.
mhm,
It's all connected to like flow states and
mhm.
um just and meditation. Like everything I do is like intertwined, and it's like, but it's my lifestyle. So it's like I
Yeah.
hope in the future when I'm doing occupational psychology I can incorporate it, but I have to work on the skills, like writing skills. That's why I do my blog. It's like so I can communicate when
Mhm.
I'm older. I would
Yeah.
do this productivity stuff because when I have a
Right.
lot of work. Yeah, I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
there.
No, no,
But
no, no, I totally
yeah,
get what you mean. I actually really like that idea because, like, I see myself sort of like, you know, searching for a feeling, and that's kind of a flow state, I guess, as well too.
yeah.
So, like, I guess
Yeah,
I see how I could also apply that, in my life and, like, yeah, and it's related to, like, the generalist thing that you kind of were mentioning earlier, it's, like, not really, like, the thing itself or the project itself, it's, like,
yeah.
yeah,
It's just
addicting the
feeling.
feeling,
Yeah.
the state of mind. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like the
yeah,
state
yeah,
rather than like the thing itself.
yeah,
For sure.
exactly.
Yeah. It'd be cool to do a project with you. I don't know what project we'd
Yeah,
do, but
are you open to it?
yeah, sure. Like
Okay,
definitely.
let's fucking do it.
Yeah. We don't
I
know
don't know
like
what it'll be. We'll have to, like, find an idea, but, like,
yeah.
doesn't really matter,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
um,
What was I gonna say?
I also finish your thought, but I also wanted to ask you about, like, your career path and, like,
Mhm.
like, more about that, and, like, I know you told me a little bit about it, but, yeah, I just wanted to know more about, like, that as a possible career path and, like,
Mhm.
because for me, like, that sounds, like, very similar to what I'd wanna do, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's something that I would actually, like, commit to or not,
Definitely
you
want
know
to
what
do.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
it's
for real. Mhm.
but if you had another thought before that, then go for it.
Ah, that shit's gone. It's
I'm
long gone.
sorry.
Hopefully, no. It's like it might come back, but if it's important, it'll come back. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
Um, um. So occupational psychology. So it's well, well. I'll start with like why I picked it. To be fair, like it's when I, you know, I told you the thing where I was like, I didn't know what I wanted to do with psychology.
Yeah.
And I looked at all the different things you can do. You can do forensic, you can do clinical, sorry, you can do I don't even know what other ones, just other ones that I didn't care about. and this one was in line with my interests, like the ones I was telling you, like being productive, being in a flow state, deep work. It's all about like optimizing how we function. So I just thought, hey, like I'm basically applying psychology to make people function better. And I was like, hell yeah. That was the motivation.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the job, there's like it's the most it's a very I think you'll like this. It's a very generalist or general job. It's like you have to take care of lots of different things. There's no specific thing you have to do. It includes like you have to deal with recruitment stuff. Recruitment's a part of it. And there's some psychometric testing. So there's like
What is that?
funneling. Oh, it's like MBT, like MBTI tests,
Oh, okay, okay,
or,
okay.
or like cognitive tests. Like if you're gonna do like some mathematical based job, you might need to do some analytical tests, like how analytical you are and stuff. So there's that stuff. So testing people and funneling the people who should be entering the company, and then
Mhm,
there's also managing the people in the company. So you're working with like the CEO or the boss of the organization to connect with like how we should be managing the
mhm,
people, what things we should be implementing.
mhm,
I guess there's some aspect of like one to one with the people, like you're gonna be dealing with their issues. I think I don't really know.
mhm.
And then there's a guy I spoke to who has his own occupational psychology like business. Like the whole business is just that. It's like a
Yeah,
big group of them. And
that's
he said what he does, they're not like, because they basically go to different companies and they provide a service. So they'll give leadership training, they'll give stress like talks about stress management, all these different things. So like they're supplying these trainings and services to make sure people are like up to date on like the best way they should be doing things and stuff like that. So there is a mix of boring but interesting stuff.
okay.
Um
How
m-
that
yeah,
sounds cool. Yeah, like the last thing sounds like the most interesting part, you know, like the
interesting.
part where it's like
Yeah.
you get to actually, yeah, do the fun
It's like
stuff.
yeah, for real.
Um,
Yeah, I guess it might be better for you to not be assigned to one company, because you might have to deal with day-to-day stuff if you're assigned to one company.
that's the other thing though is like how saturated is this market with people who wanna do
Ah,
everything? Like, do you know anything
from
about that?
yeah, I know, I get you. From for example, like in psychology, clinical psycho like occupational is it's good to try and get into now, because it's it's gonna be need as we're going further into the future. It's more of a necessity for businesses. So there's gonna be more demand, basically, because the like like the rise of awareness of mental health. It's like
Yes.
there's more need for it in
Mhm.
workplaces, and
Yeah.
so it's a good option. In the scheme of psychology, it's good. I don't know about comparing it to other
I see,
jobs,
like
but
okay, I
yeah,
see. Within
yeah,
this sphere of psychology. Okay,
yeah.
and
Within psychology, it's good. From what I understand,
I mean, I can
yeah,
see that. Like, just also thinking about, like, just, like, the trend towards startups that have, like, a
yeah,
super weird, you know, like, work culture and
yeah. Oh my
you know what
god,
I mean?
yeah. I would be that guy. I would be
Yes,
creating like the weirdest shit. Like, yeah,
yes.
that's what I want to do.
Wait, I have
My
that thought as well,
no,
like
exactly, yeah. Like I told you all this shit about what you're supposed to do with the job, right? My secret plan is to come and just fuck it up and just
yeah.
like create a new way of doing things. Like
Wait,
that's all I care about. Like that's it.
it's the
Yeah, for
my
real.
way, you know? It's like
Yeah,
we just reject the, like, the standard path and, like,
yeah,
have to, like, risk it for the biscuit,
exactly. Yeah,
you know
like
what I
I
mean?
just
Like
yeah, exactly. Like, I just can't help but feel like that there's probably a better way. I just want to try it. Like I don't want to
yeah,
do this. Someone's already done this.
yeah,
Like we don't need to. Yeah, for real. I
yeah.
don't know how successful I'll be doing that, but I'm gonna. That's my mission.
Well, that's the whole thing is, like, it's risky, you know?
Yeah.
It's risky,
Yeah.
because, like but also, like, I mean, that's what it's like, honestly, it is,
Yeah.
but also, like, if that's, like, the only way that you're gonna achieve that sort of feeling that you're
Yeah, it's like,
after, it's,
it's
like, fucking
so
worth
yeah.
it, and, like,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
figure it out as you go, like, if
Yeah,
something doesn't work, then adjust and restart,
no,
like,
that
fail and
now
adjust.
that's risky to me. But
But see
but I'm sure, like, yeah, like, it
but that's what you
like,
gotta do, you know?
yeah, yeah, for real, like, 100%. You just have to do it, and, like, it's kinda like, yeah, it feels like I won't speak for you, but it's like, I don't even have a choice. Like, I don't there's no I can't do anything else. Like, I won't do anything else. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be a bum if I'm not, like, there's just nothing else. So, yeah, that's it, really, and, yeah, I mean, one thing I thought would be cool as well, like, also having my own, occupational psychology like firm or like
Mhm.
organization, but that's going to be hard though, because when I spoke to the guy that did that, he said for him to do that, when he was a student, he did his own like research stuff, and it got like international, it it got international attention. So then he got like support from people, then he could do his own shit. So I don't know if I'd
Whoa.
have to do amazing in school, which I probably won't,
And
but
there's a lot
you
of
know,
competition too of, like, other people
yeah,
doing the same things,
for real. Yeah, for real.
But
Yeah.
see, that's where, like, the marketing could come in though, like,
Yeah, that's so true.
of just getting that exposure, and once you have it, even if
Yeah.
you're, like, kind of mediocre or, like, the same as the competition, like, if you have a strategy to, like, get
Yeah.
exposure and marketed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's what I think about too. Like, hey, like, I'll just try add stuff to myself that helps me get there, like side stuff. Like, um
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, I also like want to do other stuff though. It's really weird.
Like what?
Do you feel it doesn't even like that's the thing. It's not even like it has to be a specific thing. It's like I have to do more than one thing. Like, it's like I don't know. I think I'll definitely keep blogging. Like,
Yeah.
I hope I get good enough that I get paid, because you can get like passive income from blogging.
Right. Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
trying to learn this trading stuff, like day trading shit, but I don't know how much I'll do that. But
Yeah.
it's just stuff. Like, I want to do other stuff
What
that
is
gets
that?
me money.
Day trading? What is that? I don't
You know, I'm supposed to. I should have consumed it to actually tell you, but I haven't yet.
Oh, come on, blast. Come on. You
No,
need to
all right. So from what I know, you have like the stock market. So
Yeah.
businesses are gonna have certain people with shares. So I guess the day trading is the constant shift in the value of certain businesses. So like, if a business,
Right.
if you buy in with a share, and then the value of the business goes up, then you buy out. You've made like profit. I think day traders do that. So it's like that
Okay.
fluctuation, and
So
then
you have to, like, read the kind of, like, predict which businesses are gonna do well and then buy stock in those and then transfer stock.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but yeah, I just want to do other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, and I want to write a book. I don't know why. I just do. Maybe it's just the type 3 thing. It's like you just want to have that sense of achievement. You don't know what it is, but
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
Do you feel like, though, like, sometimes with me, I struggle with, like, focusing on more than one thing at a time, especially if it's something that I'm passionate about or, like, actively working towards. It's hard for me to,
Yeah,
like, distribute that sort of, like, mental energy to different
yeah.
things. Like, it's like I'm, like, all or nothing, like, hyper
Oh,
on one thing
yeah.
done, and then I'm like, it's, like, it can be very extreme.
That's really cool. So for most of my life, I try to be what you're describing. I'm not like that. I can't. I have to. I guess it's like the consumer of a blast. I'm always doing multiple
Oh my god, it's
things,
so
and it's
loud. Holy shit. Is it really loud on the camera? Is it? Tell me.
maybe I'm just ignoring it.
Okay, me too.
But I'd like.
It's like shitty for Austin if he like goes back and listens to this, but
Oh yeah, true,
oh well. Okay,
true.
never mind. It's fine. I can't
It's
do it
fine.
anyway. But
Yeah.
anyways, what were you
Uh,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. So like, I have to have different things going on at the same time because it's weird, but it gives me momentum. So like, I have to like, if I'm focusing on one thing, it's like my energy for that thing is like low. My energy is low because I'm not doing multiple things. So when I'm doing that one thing, I do it really badly. But when I'm juggling things, my general energy is higher. So weirdly enough, I know it sounds
I get what
dumb,
you mean.
able to put more into what I do. I don't know
Oh
why.
my god, yes, wait.
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
don't know.
the
Yeah.
point. Yeah, because I feel like so like I maybe this is just like double activated on the OI, but like I can literally sit and do one thing, not move, and just do it for like a whole day or like hours.
Oh my god.
It's like insane.
Yeah.
It's so bad. But
Yeah.
I can also like there's moments in my life and it's like the times that I'm actually like most like passionate and happy and like fulfilled is when I'm actually spread wider, you know, like my net is
Mm.
like spread
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
multiple things and I'm like
Hmm.
way busier, but like I can handle it, you know? It's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so I get kind of what you mean, but like my natural state
Interesting.
is like tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision. Oh
Like
my god.
yeah.
I admire that, so like that's what I strive for so much. Like I have all this shit, like, okay, oh, can you, oh shit, oh no, wait, I'll screenshot this. Couldn't get my words out, too excited. um oh, uh wait, it takes like 10 seconds to come up when I screenshot. By the way, whenever you have to go, it's all chill. By the way.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, so I have shit like this. This is my like desktop. This is my desktop background. Like, it's like I like fantasy. I like want to be like that, but I'm not like that. Like, I can't just focus. So I have to like create this like environment around myself where I reinforce myself to like keep focus, keep focus. You know, like I have I don't know if you can see. You can't see. I have like a whiteboard behind there, and I just write shit to like keep me focused. And it's like,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, I really like the fact that you're like that. I think that's the kind of stuff that uh you kind of need, that energy when you're like in a entrepreneurship kind of setting where you kind of just need to focus on what you're doing because there's going to be so much chaos, and you just need to like push through it. Yeah, like the blast is just awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Like I see why you are saying that and like
I'm just seeing the positives.
yeah, because like the thing is like it's an addiction, you know? Like it's an addictive tendency, you know? And like
Yeah, yeah.
to an extreme, it's like you're completely out of balance with your entire
Right.
you know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
and I think like
Okay, I get that.
are even more susceptible to that than I am, you know, like because
Mm.
my FI and the sleep, it like brings
You
me back
you're
to
still kind of human because of the F.
yeah,
Like, they're
and
straight
like
up robot, like, and
yeah,
just like
exactly. But like think about like Seth Godin and stuff. Like he's he wrote like 18 different best-selling books. He writes a blog
yeah,
post every single day.
every day.
Like things like that, it's like hyper focus, you know, of like
I know,
I'm gonna
man.
do this, you know, and it's like what the fuck, like chill out,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
crazy. Like, yeah, it's wild. That's like, that to me, that's peak human.
Yeah. And I
It's
mean, that's the
crazy.
goal, right? You know, like that is
Yeah,
as long as you can do that and still find balance.
do everything else. Yeah, yeah, I
Like
get that.
otherwise
Yeah.
there's no point. It's all for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's so
alternative
true.
is completely out of touch with humanity, and
Yeah,
it's too late, you know.
that's true. That's very true.
And it's
What was I
hard
gonna
to check
say?
that out,
Yeah.
you know. And I don't really know what the answer is, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like when you're just doing that thing. Oh man, wow, that's so interesting. Huh. It's like a catch 22 because like the whatever you're focused on is reaping the benefits, but then it's like everything else kind of suffers. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you'd
Mhm.
be great as a I mean, yeah, the this is
The
my
SC is the
team.
first to go too, you know? He's like
Yeah, oh my
all the,
god.
like,
Yeah.
household shit like, that's why Dave is so because I think like, it's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
Otim,
Same
you know?
thing.
It's like
Yeah.
the house, and everyone's like, "Dude, why are you so weird about that?" Because he's, like, all in on his,
That
like,
was
pet project.
yeah. That was such a big yeah, that's like the opposite. Yeah. You'd be great, I guess, as a business partner. You'd help the other person for sure. But yeah, that yeah, I totally get that. Hopefully, like I guess doing this coaching thing, you will it'll help you with being able to focus and but also do the ST stuff, especially with like the productivity systems and the GTD, because it forces you to like it's like he talks about how you have to keep current. So it's like keeping current, clearing your mind, clearing your current responsibilities,
Mhm,
whilst also being aware of what your goals are. And
mhm.
it's awesome. So it's like doing the SE but not forgetting about the NI. So
Yep, and it's
yeah, I
so
think that
hard
would
to
help.
balance that, you know, because it's
Yeah,
fundamentally out of whack, you know? You can't it's like I'm either all in on one or the other.
yeah,
I guess for you, maybe
exactly.
it's not quite as extreme because of the
The
consistency of
double
it,
activated, yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah. And to be fair,
hmm,
I I'm curious to compare with someone that's like you. Like I haven't like been or like stayed for a prolonged time with someone that is like an IJ with NI. Like I
mhm,
haven't met up with anyone or like that. So it'd be
mhm.
interesting to actually experience the difference between me and you or something like an actual
Yeah,
what's happening day to day, like how yeah, how much of a channel changer am I really compared to you?
right.
Like, is it that much of a difference, or I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
sure, like, I
how's Alice? Like, is she
yeah, I was
very?
gonna say, like, it kinda surprises me that you don't necessarily, like, hang around the other NIs because I, like, only hang around NIs for the most part. Like,
Yeah, you mean like in real life, just like chilling with people,
I mean, mostly through
or
the
you
Otim
speaking?
group. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I've spoken to them, but I don't know like
yeah,
in terms of like let's say I wake up at 8 a.m. right, and then you wake up at 8 a.m. Like I don't know what we're doing for the next 4 hours. Like how like am I like really scattered in those 4 hours compared to you? Like that's the kind of stuff you need to like spend time with people to like see like, hey, you're really fucking like all over the place kind of thing, you know? I don't know. Um but yeah, I've spoken to them. Uh but yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't
It's
know,
like
it's a good
so
question.
yeah,
It's a good
because
question of, like, how yeah.
exactly, yeah. Because even if I say like, "Oh, I'm so scattered," like that's so subjective. Like, what does that mean? Like, it's ambiguous. Like, am I really that scattered? Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see that one day when I see someone with NI in real life.
Yeah. Do you think you've met like, do you think you have any, like, close friends that are NI, outside of
um,
no?
one friend, yeah, one friend, and she was. Oh man, yeah, she was like I think she was NIFE blast sleep consume. She
Okay.
was very like she was very I think she had masculine NI too, and it was
Yep.
very closed off. It was very like, all right, I'm done with this. Like, all right, no more. Like she was very short and like it's
Oh,
like if she needs to go, like we're chilling, if she needs to go sleep time, she'll go. Like that play lasts, like she's gone. Like she was sometimes when we had lectures after the lectures she'd go home for a nap and then come back and like she was very like but it
mhm,
was very weird because she was blast first she'd be really intense socially like blasting like
mhm.
hey da, da, da. Then she just like okay bye I'm just uh I'm just chill. I
Yeah,
disappear a lot, but it's like it's like I don't know. It's like regular disappearance, I guess.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
just
yeah.
it lags a little bit. But yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Right, just yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know where I fall on that scale completely. I think the it's hard for me to I can't I feel like I can't really see the INFJs very well. Like, I can see when I'm
That's so
talking to an
weird.
INTJ, especially with NITE, it's like I just know it. Like, I'm like, "Oh, one of these ones again."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like just
That's so funny. Yeah.
but I think
INFJs are
actually one of
weird.
my friends, might be NIFE, and yeah, I don't I met him, like, in Ukraine. He was another, like, volunteer, and, like so we didn't really know each other very well, but we just clicked so immediately, and, like, you
Mhm.
could tell we were just extremely similar people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and yeah, but I he could be TE, but something about it makes me wanna say that he was TI and, like,
Yeah.
FES, but
Interesting.
and I usually feel
Yeah.
that way about the FEs, like, I think they're me, um, because they're like it's like a mouthpiece for my FI, and
Right. Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's like
That's
almost
what I feel about the NITEs. Yeah, I get that.
yeah,
So yeah, yeah, it's the same. Wow. Do you think we're like um because even I find the INFJs a bit like ambiguous. Like they're a little bit because I've realized NIFE is very like it's really trying to create a perception.
yeah,
So it's like sometimes it's a little bit nebulous what's going on. Sometimes um when you were saying like you've when you're with like an INTJ and you're like, I got it, I know what's going on. I like feel that way, but indirectly. So like I have to like, for example, like if this is just a dumb example. If like I offer someone a drink and then they say no and they're an INFJ, I'm like, oh, I know that he said no because he secretly actually wants it. Do you know what I mean? It's very double back kind of stuff. Like it's like indirect. Like I have to connect what impression they're trying to give me to like what they actually think. And it's weird.
a lot of work. Sounds like a lot
Yeah.
of work, you know, just like
Yeah.
energy to like guess. And I think everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people do this.
Yeah, it's
Even
normal. Yeah, everyone does it.
yeah, you know, it's like
Yeah.
light and whatever. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's like more guesswork with the combo of the NI and the FE, maybe.
Yeah. Just like trying to like I guess the FEs they really try to like objectify it. Like, oh, this person will behave in these ways. When really they're a person, they can behave in
Yeah.
a multitude of ways, but the especially because it's like a blast, it's like controlling people's it's like trying to see people's
Mhm.
behaviors in an organized way when I guess FI is just like this person is just this unique way and this person's this unique way. I don't know if how correct that is.
I don't know if I necessarily understand what you mean yet. Like,
Yeah, I don't
what
even know if I do really. Like as I said, it was like,
I
what
mean,
am
I
I
get
talking
like the
about?
feeling, you know, like
Yeah.
I can see, but the water's kind of murky, you know.
Yeah, for me too. I don't. Yeah,
That's okay.
maybe we'll put that in. We'll archive it as like a potential thing to talk about again.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, yeah, it is interesting. I think that the types that I get the least are like um I don't know what SI is doing, and I don't know what the ENFPs are doing, or like the
Mm,
like they have the complete opposite functions to me, and
yeah.
yours is like ENTPs.
And I
You don't know
think
what
that
they're
totally
doing.
makes sense. Like the ENTPs, like I like them, but I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah,
I don't understand them, you know, like I don't know. they feel very unpredictable, and like you seem way more in touch with your FE,
Mm.
like miles more. Maybe it's you, but like maybe it's also in combo with like the feminine and I, but like it's a totally just
Yeah.
different vibe, when it's not filtered through that FE.
Yeah.
Um,
That's yeah, I get I always assume maybe it's just because I'm type 3, so
yeah.
I kind of had to learn the
Mm.
FE. And yeah, especially when it's masculine any like oh god. It's so intense. Like it's because I feel like our feminine NI is very like childlike. It's very like we're just exploring. Like it's like we get amazed easily. Like I get amazed about patterns all the time. Like wow, that's so cool. And like the masculine NE is very like it's like an adult. Like it's like why are you fucking around with this? Like this is so obvious. Like come on. And it's like my heart. And then it's yeah. So it is just a different flavor.
It really is, yeah. I like the
Yeah.
I like the feminine NE though. I
Me
just
too.
maybe just like feminine N in general is
Yeah.
and
Just very flowy. Yeah, yeah.
when it's on, I
Yeah.
think whatever function is on top. You know, like if you have one masculine,
Yeah.
it's just like a
Oh my god.
tense, like
Yes.
it's
Yes.
what the fuck? Yeah.
No, that's true. Cause like, yeah, that's actually so true. I'm just gonna write that down.
And you're way more like a stereotype of your type, I think, when you have that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 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 for real, for real. Um I'm like I'm like I have this page on Notion where it's like I'm building a knowledge of OP stuff.
That's
One for my personal growth and then two for like everyone's growth. So I'm trying to add to it and work on it and like um wait, I'll yeah, shit. When if you get so like the note-taking app that I was
yeah.
talking about on Notion, if you get it, I'll give you access to like my stuff and you can see how I lay things out and because it can be quite overwhelming because I helped Jonathan with this stuff because he was like dude how do you lay it out but yeah and then but yeah also there's a dark mode on it so
Ah.
that I find like I don't know if it's because like SE last like visual last but I'm not trying to see shit like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
dark
yeah,
mode
yeah.
yes
Dark.
yeah dark mode for everything but yeah there's a dark mode too
Okay. Wow.
um
Yeah. No, I'm really excited about that. Just like I feel like
yeah
it just makes so much sense because I'm realizing that a lot of my ideas sometimes like revolve back around to like, no, like let's just like consolidate everything in
yeah
one place or one thing, or like it's just like very just like a funnel. I don't know.
yeah I
She's not.
need that energy in my life. Oh my god. Because I have to so I funnel stuff over a long I can't it's like my because of blast, like my desire to funnel it is like I want to, but part of me is like, oh, it's not ready yet. Like there's more to learn. So it has to be like a long-term project. So it's like I'm funneling 5 things over a long period of time rather than focusing on one thing in a short time. If you get
Yeah.
what I mean. It's weird.
God,
It's like
it's so weird to be a glass lizard.
yeah,
So
it
weird.
feels like what does it feel? It's like
Like at odds with yourself ever?
pardon?
Do you feel like at odds with yourself ever?
Like yeah, like it was horrible. Like when I was younger, I'm much better now. That's why I had to learn like meditation and stuff to like chill out. But I've spoken to an ISTP guy about this. He like it's the same phenomena. So it's like this intense restlessness, and
Mhm.
it's like I guess it might be generalized anxiety maybe because I do have that anyways but it's like I don't have it's not like I don't have thoughts I don't worry it's
Mhm.
just my body it's like something is happening now and like it's like it feels like it's like a do or die moment I can't explain it
Oh my
it's like
god.
I have so much shit I need to do there's so much like and it's all happening now it's like oh and it's like my brain feels fragmented like it's like
Ah,
it's like discombobulated. It's like I'm everywhere and nowhere. So it's like, I just don't know what to do, and like I move in one direction, and I'm like fuck, and I just get more jittery about other shit I need to do. It's like it's weird. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's so weird.
Whoa, how strange.
Yeah,
Do you feel like being a glass lizard gives you an advantage or a disadvantage if you had to pick one?
I guess it's an advantage in one way,
Yeah,
in that like it forces me to do the SE. Like let's say someone
yeah.
wanted to ignore the SE, you just can't when you're a glass lizard. But the disadvantage is that I don't get that sense of confidence that someone might if they were like full in on their type. Like I have zero confidence in myself because my savior doesn't really work properly, and then my demons are my demons. So like it's like a very weird, like yeah, there's no like I don't get that base level confidence that lets you push through stuff. I have to like engineer everything to work for me. It's really weird. I have to build myself up to like do stuff. But I guess that's just NT as well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Really
it's
interesting.
mm,
Really, really interesting. Yeah. And like also just talking with Alice because she's like the same as you know.
she's
Um,
so smart, man. She's
but
so smart. You know, like it's really weird, right? I think I actually totally on this. It's like uh you guys, I guess, I mean, this makes sense because it's the whole thing about how because of your function stack, like the second function is like where everything's funneled in. So it's like you and Alice both have feminine TE, but you both seem like really smart. And it's like I guess I had like a bad, maybe that's just I had a bad impression of like if you have demon T, but I don't know. And especially Alice, because I was like, oh, she's single activated feminine TE, but she's like super smart, and I'm like, huh, maybe I guess it's just that TE, but it's not really about intelligence. And I don't mean smart like you should be. That's such a terrible way to word it. I mean like, sorry,
I get what you mean. I
yeah,
get.
yeah. It's like the because I've had issues with this with a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like the person being able to keep up with me in the moment. So, and a lot of times the person will like other people will struggle, and I'm
Really?
aware of, and some people are just super quick, and I'm like,
Hmm.
shit, like this person's just really fast. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't, yeah. So it's that speed. I'm just like, I wouldn't expect that from her type, but it's weird. And I guess it's you guys just have that TE actually second in your stack, so it's like you do kind of consider your life through a TE lens. No, not like TE as in savior, but it's like you're not just um completely blind to it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying statements that might
Oh no,
like.
I'm not offended at all. Don't worry. um, no, don't worry at all. I totally get what you mean, and like I think it's interesting because I definitely see how her and I are different though, and how we use TE like very, very differently. And like she's way more in touch with her FI than I am. Like she just
Mm,
yeah, like but it's like this is how I kind of see it with her is that she's like well, this is actually how she sees herself. And I think that she's partially right, but also like being a bit humble. But like her battleground is the NF. Like she
hmm.
fucking dominates of like
Yeah, yeah.
NF field, but she takes it from like not just like a FE kind of perspective. It's like a figuring it out TE,
Oh
like
my god.
figuring
Like
out NF.
full circle. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. I get you.
And so she comes off as really, really smart, and she is really, really smart, you know?
But no, but I understand what you mean now. I actually that makes sense. I get that. I
And for me,
totally get that.
I think I'm more like I see myself as more split between like I value TE more than she does.
Yeah, like actual TE, like let's make this thing work, like as we're looking at it, like let's get it to work, rather than like this abstract idea which might not be related to um it,
Yeah.
like immediate results. It's like you're aware of things in the context of results. Maybe I don't know
Yeah,
if
and just like as like also in contrast to like being in touch with your emotions and your feeling
yeah,
I'm definitely driven by my emotions 100%, but like I think I feel a lot more tension between those two sides of myself because it's like
yeah.
I'm not a glass lizard, but I'm also have like a double activated twin,
Weird,
you know?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like tension. It's like that's where
Weird tension.
my
Yeah, what's that tension like? Because obviously, yeah, I don't have that tension. So what's that tension like? What is it? What's an example or like typical like stuff?
I don't really know exactly if I have an example, but it's just kind of like I think it's kind of related to what we were saying earlier about like getting kind of like falling into the TE
Hmm.
and just running with it. And then retroactively being like, wait a second,
Is
my
this what
FI's
I?
not on board with this.
Yeah, yeah.
And
God.
so then I'm like, fuck, like then I'm like, okay, now I have to, in the moment, choose which
Oh,
priority is stronger.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I totally get that because that's what happens with SC and NI
Yeah.
with me. Like I'll get distracted by something that seems like something I should do. It's like monkey see, monkey do. And
Mhm.
then I'll realize like, wait, this isn't the NI plan. And it's a lot of bouncing back and forth. So I guess you do that with your deciders. Like, oh
Yeah,
wow.
and not to an extreme degree because like the sleep kind of trumps everything, like and consume last too. Like I'm not gonna do something unless I see the point of it or like the reasoning behind it or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
but it's more like, yeah, just like objective standards for things. Like I have to meet objective standards no matter what, and
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
no question. Whereas like
Yeah.
if you lean more on the FI or the DI, it's kind of like
Yeah, we can like scoot the objective stuff to the side kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
that's fair enough. Wow. Yeah, and she has masculine NI too, I think.
she's like
Double masculine
double
sleep.
activated masculine saviors.
Oh my god.
Actually, wait, no.
Yeah.
NI is not double activated.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, double masculine. But the FI is, yeah.
Yeah. But
Wow.
like
Yeah.
her and I get along so well. Like it's just like she's my favorite of all my type twins, definitely.
Mm.
Even though we're not even type twins, but like it's close
Yeah.
enough.
Within the NIFI, yeah. You're the only two other than Leon, you're the only two I've spoken to the NI of the NIFIs. I haven't spoken to Melanie. I might be going to Netherlands to see Jono at some point. So,
Oh,
but I don't like. I assume I'll see Melanie, but it's not like I've not spoken to her before, so I don't know if
yeah,
what
she's cool.
happened. But
Her and I are very similar. Like I feel the most similar to her out of probably any of them, but her like
yeah,
masculine and she's masculine and I see the difference in the vibe.
I see. Oh my god, I see in the Facebook group. I see the masculine and I punch. Like
Yeah.
she's like masculine intuition is very like this is obvious. Like the pattern is obvious. It's very like what, and I get that like punchiness in she'll comment and it'll be like a punch, like
Mhm.
someone posted like, oh, what type do you guys think might struggle the most with not studying and like last minute cramming and doing well? And she was
Mhm.
just like, well, everyone can do everything, question mark, and like a sassy emoji, like just very like, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. I
um
think and that's the thing is like Alice is not really like that. Like I see so like okay, Melanie, she's my type exactly except for double feminine. So
mhm,
um it's like kind of an interesting combo
yeah,
because she's like even more on the side of like NT-ish.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like Alice and then me and then her, like kind of
yeah.
right next to me, but a little
Yeah,
ahead. And then yeah. So it's interesting because it's like sometimes I see those conflict as like T and the NF, and like her saying those kind of comments, you wouldn't necessarily think that like a stereotypical NF would say something with that little bit of a
Yeah.
punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
I know what
don't
you
do
mean.
that with Alice, even though she's masculine and I,
Even though,
because
yeah,
it's
even
also
still.
double activated. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I get you. That's so interesting. Yeah, and it's nice having those guys though because you can kind of help each other. Um, do they have the same struggles as you? Like with you trying to get aligned with your career stuff, or is it like not quite the same?
like Melanie or Leon or
Yeah, yeah, either of them. I know Leon's like trying to sort his shit out.
what the fuck, dude?
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Leon is right now. He's driving like this second. Yeah. I didn't know.
Everybody
Uh,
told him the same
I
thing.
don't know if we should
He
talk about like.
rejected everything. Yeah, we
Yeah,
won't, we won't go into it.
yeah. But yeah, just safe to say, I didn't actually know what was gonna happen. So, and then he was in the car and he was like, "Yeah, this is happening." I was like, "Okay," like I didn't know. I'll message you afterwards. But yeah. So, but he said he's trying to get his real estate license or something.
Right, yeah.
So I think
I don't
that's
know. I don't understand Leon as well as I do, like some like Melanie
the
or
other
Alice or
and
something. Like
yeah,
Leon,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Fucking
know exactly
that
if
feminine FI.
it's the feminine FI and it's also just like the double masculine. Like I don't really vibe with double masculines completely.
Yeah.
I like Leon as a person. It's not about
Yeah, but
it's more like in terms of like typing, you know, and
it's like
similarities and whatnot.
yeah, no, I completely get what you mean. It's like in terms of like um instinctual feeling, like your type, your like how you feel, like how it makes you feel. The
Yep.
double masculine energy just doesn't even yeah, I would say with guys, I'm not I don't know if it's because of like same sex, different sex. With guys,
Mhm.
it's not as it's not as a big deal. I just feel like I should be more careful around them. With girls, it's like not it's overwhelming. So yeah, for real.
Yep.
Um yeah, I feel the same way. But
Mhm.
with guys it's like but Leon he's more feminine with me, so it's like
Mhm.
he shows off a lot, but it's just I don't take it that
Mhm.
seriously.
Right.
So, but yeah.
That makes
He
total
was
sense.
yeah, he was telling me a theory about that because I was talking to him
What did he
and he was saying he thinks because I was saying to him like you seem very I see your feminine FI more than your masculine T, even though people tell you differently. He was saying he thinks maybe there's this thing where with guys he's close with, he's naturally being more feminine FI, but maybe with girls he has to like be more
Mhm.
confident or something. He thinks that maybe there's like some brain just natural process of doing I don't know. He was trying to make sense of it. I don't know. I don't know if he's more double masculine with you or like his regular double masculine self. And he makes a lot of sexual like he's so sexual. It's like oh man.
So many,
Ev-
you know, and it's like
yeah. It's a bit too much. It's like what was I gonna say? Um he's made me at the start I was like, oh dude, this is a lot. But like he's turned me into like now I can just play along with him. Like I'll just go along with whatever
yeah,
trash he says. But at the start I was like, this is a lot, dude. But
yeah.
like now we're just very homoerotic. It just happens. It just happens. But yeah. And yeah, I'm not really friends with any other double masculines, but yeah. And he shows off a lot. Is he always flexing his bicep like with us, we'll call, we'll be like, oh, we're gonna do a call. And when he comes on the camera, he's just like flexing, he's like topless, he's like as if we're not fucking there, like as if he's looking at himself in the mirror. It's just so funny.
Yeah, I think to me, like, I'm just like Well, this is the relationship that I see with like the double masculine and the MF in general. I think is just
Hmm.
like I see what he's doing and I think it's dumb and it irritates me. So I don't take the shit. You know, I'm like
Yeah, yeah,
kind of scared of that punch sometimes of the masculine
yeah.
because he knows it's coming and he knows I'm right. So I this is how I see it. Like he will dance around me,
You know,
and I'm like,
it's I
I
asked him about that.
like
I
it's
I I asked him about that because I asked I was like any do because I was gonna call you and I was like, are there any do's and don'ts? I don't want to like, you know,
Did you say
want to. Yeah, and he laughed and then he said, not like nothing really. And I was asking about like if your mask and F I'd come out because I haven't seen like the punch. I've been anticipating a punch or like, but you're super super chill, and I guess you don't need to punch if you don't want to. But yeah, he didn't. He basically didn't say anything. So I was wondering, is he just like just not saying about the punches that have happened? I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I think it's like
Or
with
like,
certain people, like for me, like the feminine DE, it's like I don't feel like I'm ever punchy. Like it just feels so easy. Like I just feel like I can relax.
yeah,
But with the masculine DE, it's like I don't know. Like I'm on the defensive. I'm on the
yeah,
and so and that's the thing is like it's cat energy, right? So like once I'm on the defensive, then who knows what's gonna come out, Like
yeah, yeah. No, I do get that actually because I don't feel that I feel that way about people with masculine FE.
yeah,
They're the ones where I'm on the but
yeah,
if it's like with Leon's functions, my FE, like whenever he's like trying to be all double masculine, I just laugh. I laugh at him, and then he just calms down, and it's like, but I don't take him seriously. But when it's masculine FE, that feels very obtrusive. I'm
yeah,
like, yo, like back up, like, So I get that actually. That's so funny. Yeah, fair enough. I guess
yeah.
it's like you have a very like brother and sister relationship, just like kind of close, but then there's a part of you that's frictioning, so you kind of snap at like this
I think
part's
that's true.
I don't know,
It's
abstract.
true.
Yeah,
It's true, yeah. But the thing is like sometimes it's a little too I don't know. Sometimes yeah. I don't know how much I should say, but
Oh yeah, because it's recording.
well, I mean and just I don't
Oh,
know.
just
Like
in general. Yeah, yeah,
kind of just in general, yeah. Yeah. I think that like to me sometimes the double masculine vibe or just like I don't know if it's feminine identity exactly. It comes off as like kind of insecure and overcompensating.
yeah. That's
And
yeah,
I'm just kind
that's
of
so
like
true.
I I see what you're doing and I see like why you're overcompensating because you're like
Yeah,
there's a void, but it's like
yeah, yeah,
it's affecting me in a negative way, so stop. Like
yeah.
irritating me or like it's like, so then I'm just like,
You're like killing the vibe.
yeah,
Like,
or like
yeah, yeah,
you're taking so much. I kind of get that vibe from him sometimes of
yeah,
just
yeah.
taking, and just like needing a lot from other people to for his identity, and it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like I don't know if I'm willing to give that completely.
We like we grew like Assis like makes fun of him for that. Like it's like yeah, we joke like it's so funny. Yeah, we put like Assis points out him doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we don't worry, we keep him on like
Yeah.
we what's the phrase? We
Oh,
check him. We keep him on check. Yeah, we keep him on check.
check him or we'll
This is
keep
the
him at
last
bay,
word.
but like there's like a lingo. There's like a
Yeah,
that's popular. Yeah.
we yeah, you know what I mean though. Like we make sure he's like he knows what's up, basically. So yeah, I get what you mean. I totally get that. Yeah, especially when it's like a group of you guys and he's double masculine, but you're all the rest of you are feminine DE, so it's like yeah.
But no, it's good. It's like he's like the most chaotic IJ I've ever met, probably.
Yeah.
He's
He
just
is.
it's just so chaotic.
He
So
is. He is.
he's like a big personality and like
Yeah.
to like sleep for like,
Yeah, it's so true. He's always doing something when he's on call, and he's
yeah,
like, I don't know, you just get a very chaotic vibe from him.
yeah, but he's a good guy, like
He's lovely, man. Yeah, he's absolutely lovely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask you like how your group chat is going with the NITIs.
Oh, it's going okay actually. Let me just have a look. It's going okay. We only I think we only have like 7.
Oh,
Um, but we've post like someone has posted every day, and people have been everyone comments so far. This is early days. Like people are gonna. I imagine people will lose motivation a little bit, but
mhm.
hey, yeah, it's going good. I haven't been doing that much. Like people have actually been posting themselves. Like I posted
Cool.
twice, 3 times, and then everyone else just posted.
Yeah.
So it's going okay. We're still competing. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, I also feel like maybe it would be fun to do some sort of like a mixer,
Collab.
It's like I don't know what we do,
Yeah.
somehow like we're so similar types, it's kind of like
That would be so cool. Oh my god. Like collab, or like
what is
a collaboration. Like
oh, okay.
am I saying, like, how would you say it? Collab?
Well, you're like collab. It's a
Yeah.
collab.
Would you say, yeah, you say collab. Yeah, fair enough. Um I don't know if that's a British thing or if that's a me thing.
I don't
That
know.
that could have just been me. Yeah, we should collab. And yeah, I don't know, like games night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That'd be
Oh,
cool
that
actually.
was another thing too, is like Rose, the ENTJ who's in the Netherlands.
Oh yeah, she's really cool. I'd talk to
Game
her.
night group with just like kind of a bunch of random people and like Jono's in there and Austin and Alice. Do you want to join? Like would you be into that? It's like
Yeah.
pretty chill. Like it's not like a thing. We haven't done anything yet, but like
Yeah.
the idea is just to stay like in contact with friends like because it's quarantine and we don't have anything to
Yeah, no, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds
okay.
good. I think
I'll let her know
Jono.
if you're interested.
Pardon?
I'll let her know that you'd be interested in sharing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Um
I know Jono, you guys were gonna do a game night or something, right?
that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Down. I'm chill.
All FITE functions and all IJs except for Jono. So
All
a
FIT
lot
and all IG. Oh, how many people are in there?
all the people I just listed and that's it, I think. And
And
me.
that's it. Okay, okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Lol, so Jono's the only EP.
Yeah.
Wow.
We can
Fair
add
enough.
another one. It's just like people
Yeah.
we like. I don't know. Also keep it on the DL just because it's like
Yeah.
I don't want to feel bad. But
Yeah, no. I get that. I felt a little bit bad. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it.
no, I was like, Rose,
No,
do you want to add Otim? And she's like, yeah, for sure. And then I just forgot to ask you about
no,
it.
no, no. It's fine. It was well, it was because in our NINE chat, Leon brought it up. He was like, "Oh, Jono, have fun in the game night." I was like, "Game night," and then Jono said, "Oh yeah, it's just a group with some people." And I was like, "But no," and obviously my DI isn't gonna ask to join. I'm like, they don't want me. Fine,
No, I
but
said
like,
that. I was like, I will find the text. Like, I texted her and I was like, hey, like, I think Otim would be a good person to
wow,
ask. Like, yeah.
I
So it,
respect that. I didn't even ask for it. Yeah, I respect that. Thanks.
but how did Leon find out about it?
I don't know. I think
Alice?
they like. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, cause they
Alice.
talk, and they would have been going to but maybe Jono told him, cause they sometimes they call. I'm never in the calls. I think I told you about this. I just disappear. But like they may have been talking about it or something. But
So,
yeah. So
yeah,
you
we're
didn't.
project together. Are you gonna disappear? Is that what I should expect?
Oh, in the thing. No, no, no. I won't disappear.
Say yes.
I won't disappear. I think I saw it in class. So it was Lewis Howe's with Chris Voss, and Chris Voss was like, "Oh, check my website," and he gave him the link. Then
Yeah.
Lewis House was like, "Yeah, I will." Then Dave was like, he FDE lied to him, like he's not gonna check website." And I was like, "Fuck, I do that, but I do kind of want to do the thing for the person. It's just I don't know if I'll actually like if the motivation at the time arrives,
Yeah.
then hopefully I do it, you know." But if it's like a group, like you said, where it's like not constantly needing attention, then I'll be active, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's the honest answer.
I
Um,
yeah, I mean, it's better than I expected, so
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
okay, sweet. There was one more thing I was gonna say. Oh, um, some friendly I was thinking it would be maybe good to, channel a little bit of our competitive energy, and, basically, Austin was like, "Oh, yeah, like, Cassidy" she's the other, like, person going through the challenge.
Yeah.
He told me that her group chat was, like, super, like, hype and popping, and they were, like, commenting
Yeah,
all
we
over.
got
I
this.
was like, "What the fuck? Like, why?" But she
No,
sleep last, and we have 2
right.
sleeps in our group, so I'm just thinking
Yeah.
maybe we should, keep that in mind and, like
Yeah, no, like let's do this. Like the moment you mentioned that, I was like, okay, like game on. Nice. Uh, I think yeah, because my friend Dave of all people, I was with him before with the same person, and he's with Cassidy, so it's him,
Okay,
Cassidy, and another person that sleep last.
yeah.
So it's
See?
like they're all sleep last. Wow. Oh well, no, not Dave. He's sleep
And
third, but
Joyce as well as
oh Joyce is there.
I think that's what I heard, yeah.
Wild. Okay, she must have just came in after he told me that. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Nah. I
So,
need to do my intro video. It's gonna be weird doing it after actually talking to you, but I guess it's
you
you
don't
do
have
it for the sake of everyone.
you don't
No,
have
we have like we gotta make this look good and
I
like
I know. It was my
um.
fault. I should have done it earlier on time, but
I didn't even know when you were supposed to do it.
see, like, I didn't really either, but I figured
I did.
start, you know, like, and then I did
Yeah.
it anyway.
When the first person did it, I was like, "Oh, are we meant to have started?" Like, I was like, I didn't know we were supposed to do it."
Yeah.
Like, I thought you were gonna start on Tuesday. I thought today was the day you were meant to do it. That's
Uh,
what Austin told me. Tuesday we start.
oh, really?
Missing
Okay, let's
information.
just blame him, you know? Like,
Yeah.
just go with that.
Yeah.
He, like,
That
texted me,
works.
was like, "Hey, you didn't do your video last night." So I
Oh yeah.
yes,
Maybe I'm wrong.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It's
it
all good.
but yeah.
Yeah. We've now like that period where because it was like a constant stream of talking, which is really impressive for 2 hours. Then you hit that period where it's like you have to like think, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit, I'm thinking. I wonder if they think I have nothing to say, but I'm like trying to think, and you can't think because you're thinking about them watching you. That's what happens in my head.
It's
But
okay.
yeah,
I have
yeah.
a question. I can, you know, like, I can, you know, I have a lot of questions or just, like, things I can, like, spit about, but that's, like, related to what I was gonna say, like, I know you were kinda, like you said something at the beginning of, like, my DI just, like, wants to stay quiet or something, and, like, but ping back from you. I don't know, like, what is, like, ideal for you in that situation? Like, seems like towards the second half, like, I was kind of more, like, I don't know, I guess, like, blasty, like, controlling, like, the flow of the
Oh,
conversation
this
in
has
some ways.
been lovely.
Do you prefer
Yeah,
that?
this
Like
is fine. Like whatever's been happening this like past 2 hours was like really good. I was like thinking about my TI being all like, let's say we have to think about something. I was thinking, oh, I might be quiet, and then you might find that weird because you have TE. But we've just been flowing, like it's we've been flowing, so it's like whatever we're doing is
it's good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I just wanted to make sure that that was fine with you. But don't worry, you're, like, so worried about, like, how I'm gonna react, and I
Yeah.
like, y everything's fine with me, so, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, you seem really chill. But also part of me is like, I don't mind the worrying because it's like, it's almost like it keeps me doing good at FE. Like I kind of don't mind it. It's like
Ah,
me doing like it's I don't know. I don't over worry. It's not like I'm not losing sleep. It's just like I'll have the thought in my head, and
okay,
it's just like that's a thought.
okay.
Maybe I should look
As
into
long as
that
that's
thought.
not, like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
just
Yeah, I'm chill.
in the way or something, then that's fine, just
Yeah. Yeah. Um
but
yeah, I'll probably to be fair, yeah, I'll probably go in like 15 minutes to eat the rest of my food. I
I think yeah, I need to go that would probably be the latest that I can be on here also, so,
yeah.
um,
Damn. Yeah, I guess Austin's gonna
well,
enjoy.
2
Sorry?
I have just, like I have to get on another call at, like, 2 p.m. and, like, gotta give my consume time to, like, reset, you know?
Yeah, oh my god. Who are you call I mean, you don't have to tell me.
Oh, no, no, it's not important, it's just a friend from,
Friend.
like, high school from
Oh,
forever.
cool. You
Yeah.
keep in touch. I'm terrible at that.
Oh, no, like, I'm terrible too. I left everybody on red for, like, a month. Like, they all
Oh my
texted me for my birthday, and then I just didn't didn't reply for, like, a month.
yeah, but that stuff's annoying. I do get that though because I don't know if it's a DI thing, but it's kind of like I didn't really need that validation, and it's like so many messages that you because it's a lot. You're like, nah, uh I'm not gonna reply.
Exactly, and it's, like, relationships that are I mean, yeah, they're, like, from high school,
It
you know?
fizzled out. Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kinda like,
You don't really care. Yeah, no, I get that.
uh
Um, it was interesting to learn because you've told me before that you do actually sometimes just don't reply. So that was good to learn that even like blast, like even people who are saver blast, like can it's like an every person thing at varying degrees. At varying degrees.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think I talk to like I like yeah, I think my T likes anchors to talk to the person. Like, I like to have it sounds horrible. I like to have a reason why I'm talking to the person. So I've always had this dream, this fantasy that when I'm older, I'll be running projects with my friends. Because then like I'm
Right.
keeping my friendship and like we're sticking together because there's a unified project or like running. Yeah, I've had experience doing that. Sorry.
It's like the glue that keeps you together so you don't, like, part
Exactly.
ways. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I did have experience doing that. Sorry?
Go ahead. I just was saying, like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense, but
Yeah.
go.
I did have experience with that because I used to I like had a YouTube channel which did well at the time. I had like 1.2k subscribers. At the time that was good. Because it's really early on. Sorry. And before that I was running a channel that was like overseeing different creators. It was like a collective channel, and I was running it. And
Oh,
there's a game called have you heard of FIFA?
yeah, it's like a soccer game, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So the FIFA is a FIFA community, and it's like you have like loads of YouTubers, but there wasn't any like you know how in like you get clans in other games.
Yeah.
You can get like clan YouTube channels where like it's like a collective channel. So I decided to do that for FIFA. So I wasn't a YouTuber, but somehow I like infiltrated the scene and I became friends with them. And then I just created this thing and it was amazing and I had the best time ever. It was so cool having a group of people and we have our own thing. And it was like ever since then I was just like I want my own company. Like I just love that. It's so cool. Yeah,
Very
that's the
idea of
bit.
you too, like just infiltrating and then being like the one organizing everyone and everything. It's like
It's good. And I think because we're sleep as well, sleep with NI, it's like we're gonna be good at sitting back and like kind
yeah,
of sending the direction for things to go. Um that's
yeah. I think
yeah.
you are even better at that than me, just because like the blast last, like you really
Yeah.
don't control the project directly. For me, I'm kinda like, yeah, I want to.
Oh man, yeah, for sure. Uh I kind of inherently do have to take that back seat. Just but I'm trying to work on being like active, faking that blast energy.
You're not bad. Like I don't. This is the whole thing is like I feel like a lot of the demon blasters are honestly better at blast than I am.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't feel like I'm good at it just because it's my savior. You know, it's just that I
Yeah. You did teaching though. That's like
yeah
top tier. That
I
must have been how was it?
oh
Like
easy.
stressful? Easy?
Um,
Oh my god, like you can't say you're not good at blast. Like easy? Yeah, okay.
well, not easy, but like I mean, yeah, like it's just that's what I want to do. You know, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like want to teach. I want to tell people what to do and like give advice and like it's so class is like the cringiest
It's
function.
not like that those are my aspirations. Like ever since I've been young, like I wanted to be a communicator. Like I wanted to like what you just said.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do it without being a teacher because that's like intense blast, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I've never like been the solo teacher in a classroom.
Hmm.
Well, not never, but like mostly I did more like one-on-one like tutoring or like co-teaching where it would be like you split the time with another teacher in the classroom.
Wait, you gotta be a coach. Like you gotta be a demon support coach. Like what's going on? Like I guess
So young.
after this, you saw like were you thinking of doing it, being a coach?
I mean, not really.
Fair enough.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't think right now like I'm in a position to like offer a lot.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You
That's
know,
fair.
like my life is kind of a mess right now. But I think that like maybe once it gets on track, like yeah, I would love to, but
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a little disclaimer. My life's a mess too. I use this. It's kind of weird, and this is me discovering blast, but it's like I've learned that using the blast, it's like a two-way thing. It's like as you're talking to someone about all this stuff they should do and helping them, you're like the moment you externalize this information, it's like you have to live. You kind of have to live up to that. It's weird. It's like you're like, yeah, I should do that too, and like
right.
yeah, I've discovered that it helps me like helping someone helps me.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really interesting.
I
And
mean, yeah, I think that's like very cool realization to make.
yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, but yeah, whenever I guess yeah, whenever you feel like come like ready to do it, you can always just be like, "Hey Austin, I want to do it." So, yeah, fair enough.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Your dad is it your dad? Like do.
Yeah,
It's
so
really no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just funny because it's very, very intermittent. So like he won't do it. It's been 2 hours, right? And it's like just spread out in between. Maybe he's like save your sleep and he takes breaks. Like, all right, that's enough. I'll come
well,
back.
so he's like he's like working on the house. Like he's like working on the like construction stuff. So I think he's probably just like using different tools intermittently and like hammering and then
In Kendrick's video, I think you said you think he's SITE.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
I think
So
so.
yeah, doing that ST. Yeah.
He's definitely ST. He's definitely SI and
Yeah.
yeah, and an IJ.
Yeah.
So like I don't know and I'm pretty sure Savior T. but it might be Ti. It's funny. He's like, yeah, and we're like so similar in some ways, but it's like,
Mm.
yeah,
The
but the
letters clash.
goal is like,
Yeah, yeah.
and so we like cancel each other out and clash.
So yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, no, I get that. It's so weird. Because
Yeah.
the letters would be opposite, but like, yeah. No, that makes sense. Interesting.
What about you? Have
Um
parents?
I I think this is the weird thing. I was talking to my friend about this, but it's like everyone seems to be typing their parents the same way. So I don't know if it's a generational thing. So I would say my dad's SITE, and I would say my mom is SIFE. My friend said the same thing. Everyone else with their parents, they seem to say the same thing. So I think there's some generational effects where they had to be more sensory, like, do you know what I mean? Like it's like we interpret them in a more in the more of their parental roles. You know? I don't
Well,
know.
that's what I was gonna say. It's either generational, like, as part of their generation, or it's like, like the stereotypical mom is FE,
Yeah.
and so we're like,
Yeah.
"E,"
Exactly.
because I
Yeah.
think my mom is FE.
Exactly. So I don't know. So because of that, I do think that's what they are, but I don't know. I do know my dad's demon. Um the thing is, I my dad is such a good long-term planner. So I'm like, oh, is this NI? But in day to day, he's demon N as fuck.
Okay,
Like we're watching.
what does that look like for him?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were reading something.
No,
Wh-
no, no, no.
Okay, okay. It's because you leaned in, so I was like, oh, something else. Yeah. So it's like we're watching a movie. We're literally watching what happens, right? And he's like, wait, why did that happen? I'm like, literally, like, are you following the movie? It's like he's not piecing the things. He's constantly confused about why things are happening. He doesn't, it's like he's watching it and just seeing it happen without any context. He'll ask me, oh, why did that happen? I'm like, dude, what the hell? And I think I think in truth, he seems an eye with the way he plans, because I think he's gotten really good at doing his demons. So like he's a doctor, and he became a doctor in Uganda. So it was like it's not an easy road. Like I'm sure there's a lot of like demon work. So I think that's why it's not clear he's sensory until he's watching a movie. I'm like, how there's no way. That's the only reason why, really. So I don't know. He's either ISTJ or INTJ.
Last?
So does he seem consume last?
Yeah, because that's
Yes.
the only other thing that I could think of with the movie. If it's not Demon N, it's either he's like just not paying attention, or like throughout the movie and then being like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, that's true.
Missing a bunch of shit, and
That's
then
so true. That's so
because
true.
sometimes, like, I don't feel like I do that to an extreme, but like I could see myself, like, if it was something I didn't really care about.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know. I,
yeah,
not yeah, I don't know,
that's
but
true. That's a good point. Okay. So he really could be INTJ. He does have TE though. He babies my TI so well. Like I'm very tantrumy. Like there'd be times when I was trying to do like maths homework or stuff, and I wouldn't be able to do it, and I'd get so frustrated, and I would be there for hours trying to do the same thing over and over and over again. And he's like, relax, like just take a break. I'm like, no, like I have to do this. And he's like, just he has, I think it's, I don't know, I think it's feminine TE, and he's just like it, it it's like it babies my TI to like stop tantruming about like this narrow logic. And it's because I'm so narrowed in that it's making me not solve the problem. So usually when I listen to him and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just chill out, and I go back to the thing, it's like, wow, he was right. Or sometimes he'll help me. He'll be like, okay, let's look at it this way. All right. And then he was like, wow. I'm like, wow, that was so simple. Like he's like, yeah, you just have to take a breather, relax. He has like that
aw.
TE, feminine TE kind of like, yeah. So I yeah.
Wait,
So I'm
that's
pretty sure his
so
TE.
good. Like, that's such a good mix for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I was saying with your feminine TE. it like mixes well with my TI.
Yeah.
And because I just like I talk shit like I know what like the ideas that come out my mouth, it's as if it's like facts, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. But then you're kind of appeasing it, and like you're being a bit more objective, and you're like seeing it like, yeah, I can see that, I can see this, maybe not this, and it's like a more zen way of like doing the tea,
Yeah, I mean, it's just
which
kind
is
of like I see like I always say that, like, "Oh, I see what you mean," or whatever, like,
yeah.
I get that, like, I see where you're going, I understand, but, like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna take it into my box completely, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
See something else, you know? It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
nothing is so solid, and I'm
that's so
never
cool.
yeah, I don't know.
Wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, yeah, you can solve the problem in a detached way. You can look at it, you can look at the logic without attaching it to you and your like thing, which I can't do, but I really respect that. Man,
I don't
yeah,
even know
that's
what that would be for a feeling, like, it just seems so foreign to me because I'm like, "Well,
yeah, like how yeah.
values," you know?
Yeah, I know it, that's what I'm like with the reverse with FE.
Right,
So I
yeah,
know what you mean about that, like that feeling for
yeah.
sure. Um, I can't think of a way to describe it. I
I'm learning
think there's
though, just from, like, talking with you and with other people, and, like, I guess that's kind of yeah, that's just how I learn, I guess, it's just, like,
yeah,
out with people and then, like
yeah, exactly. Wow. And that hinders me, weirdly enough.
Yeah,
Like it feels like I'm thinking about it slower if I'm with people, but
yeah,
if I'm alone, my brain can ramp up the internal processing more, kind
mhm,
of thing.
totally, yeah.
But
I think
yeah,
that's also part of why, Alice is and seems very smart, is because she's doing that same sort of process for the most part.
yeah,
Like, you guys are just ultra, like, I'm gonna figure this out on myself. I don't need to talk to anyone about it. Like, and there's this sort of like I don't know, like sufficiency with that.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Oh wow, thanks. I strive to be that way, but it comes. I guess this is the void of Play Blast. It's like if I feel like though no one's gonna help me, like I have to. It's like if I don't, it's like no like there's no one that's gonna take this and sort it out. Like I like it feels like I'm fucked if I don't do it. So it's a weird. It comes from a fear, but it yeah. I see that. I see that. Um, I've been for the last. I've been learning to trust the world more,
mhm.
though. So it's yeah.
I hear you. I mean, I relate in a lot of ways too. Of just it's like the sleep, save. You know, like the
Just sleep. Yeah.
you know, like we're just like
Yeah. Yeah.
fine on our own. Like we'll get there.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, but
Yeah.
it's true. Like I think yeah, it's just kind of it's not a very good mentality to have because like ultimately it's just not serving us in the long run, you know?
Yeah. It's not sustainable. It's like
It's not.
undermining the sleep itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so true. It's
So,
yeah. It's more sustainable to be able to rely on both the
yes.
world and yourself.
Yeah.
Like yeah. For
Mhm.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I shall. I don't know whether to say I'll let you go or I'll go.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I say that to my girlfriend, I'm like, oh, I'll say like I'll let you go, and she's like, don't act like you're trying to save my time. Just say you want to go. And I'm like, and I'm just like, yeah, I want to
Oh,
go.
a little
And I'm
feisty
like,
there.
yeah. I guess that doesn't happen all the time, but it did happen recently. I was like, well, it's true actually. Yeah, I just want to go. I was like, and you're
Yeah,
like, okay,
no, I
cool.
have to go as well. I need to walk around a little bit and like
Yeah,
recharge. So,
and recharge and
mhm.
sleep. All
Yeah.
right. No, this was good.
This was so good. Oh my god, thank you. I feel like so good about this and like the
Yeah.
direction we're going. Yay.
Any questions, message or like, message anyways. So yeah, all good.
Sounds like a plan. Okay,
All right.
I'll see you later. Oh shit,
Peace
I have
out.
to exit out of this. Okay. I know how
Yeah,
to
you have to.
I have
Okay.
to, like, go back into it, right? And, like, cancel the thing?
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay,
have to. Yeah, yeah.
okay. Sounds good. I'll talk to you
All right.
later.
All right. Peace out. Have a good day.
Thanks so
Enjoy your call with your friend.
Thank you, and thanks so much for all your help and
Whoa.
stuff.
Yeah, my chair just never mind, don't worry. Yeah. See,
What?
sometimes my chair like sinks by itself, so like it just starts sinking randomly. But yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.